Why Edith was killed off All in the Family. Jean Stapleton was born Jean Murray on January 19, 1923, in New York City, was an American actress best known for her iconic role as Edith Bunker in the groundbreaking 1970s sitcom All in the Family. Stapleton's portrayal of Edith, a kind-hearted and sweet yet sometimes naive housewife, earned her critical acclaim and endeared her to audiences for generations. Her character, often seen as the emotional anchor of the show, provided a stark contrast to her husband, Archie Bunker, who was played by Carroll O'Connor as a loud-mouthed, opinionated man. Stapleton's ability to bring warmth, humor, and emotional depth to Edith made her one of the most beloved characters in television history. Jean Stapleton grew up in a performing arts family, which sparked her passion for acting from a young age. Her mother was an opera singer, and her father was a billboard advertising salesman. Stapleton's exposure to the arts during her upbringing in Manhattan, New York, played a pivotal role in her eventual decision to pursue acting. After graduating from Wadley High School, Stapleton attended Hunter College, though she soon left to focus on her acting career. She began performing in summer stock theater before making her way onto the Broadway stage in the 1940s. Stapleton's early career included roles in productions such as Damn Yankees and Bells Are Ringing, showcasing her versatility as an actress and a talented singer. In these early roles, she developed her skills in both dramatic and comedic acting, experiences that would later serve her well in television. In 1971, Stapleton's life changed forever when she was cast as Edith Bunker on All in the Family, a show created by Norman Lear. The series was revolutionary for its time, addressing social and political issues head-on, including racism, sexism, and the generation gap, all through the lens of a working-class family. Edith Bunker, as played by Stapleton, became a beloved character because of her innocence, kindness, and unwavering support for her family, despite the often abrasive and politically incorrect views of her husband, Archie. What made Stapleton's portrayal of Edith so remarkable was her ability to combine humor with deep emotional authenticity. Edith's high-pitched voice and cheerful demeanor were in stark contrast to the prejudice and bigotry often spewed by Archie. Yet, beneath her seemingly submissive exterior, Edith demonstrated remarkable strength and resilience, frequently standing up to Archie in subtle yet powerful ways. Stapleton's nuanced performance elevated Edith from being merely a stereotypical housewife to one of the most complex and endearing characters on television. Stapleton won 3 Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards for her work on All in the Family, solidifying her place in television history. She remained on the show for its entire run, from 1971 to 1979, and even reprised the role in the spin-off Archie Bunker's Place for a time. However, Stapleton eventually decided to leave the role, feeling that she had fully explored the character and wanting to pursue other opportunities in her career. The decision to kill off Edith Bunker, Jean Stapleton's beloved character on the iconic television show All in the Family, was a deeply emotional and significant moment in television history. The show, which aired from 1971 to 1979 and later spun off into Archie Bunker's Place, dealt with a variety of serious social and political issues, but perhaps none was as personal and poignant as the loss of Edith. There were several reasons behind this choice, from Jean Stapleton's own wishes for her career, to the impact Edith's death would have on the show's narrative, and the thematic resonance it would carry. One of the primary reasons for killing off Edith Bunker was Jean Stapleton's desire to leave the show and explore new opportunities. By the late 1970s, after almost a decade of playing Edith, Stapleton was ready to move on from the role that had come to define her career. Although she deeply cherished the character, Stapleton did not want to be typecast and felt that continuing to play Edith would limit her ability to take on new and different roles. She expressed her desire to step away from All in the Family in order to pursue other acting projects, which ultimately led to the difficult decision to write Edith out of the show. Another important reason for Edith's death was the way it would affect the trajectory of the show and the development of Archie Bunker's character. By the time All in the Family evolved into Archie Bunker's Place, the dynamic between Archie and Edith had been central to the show's success. Edith was the heart and soul of the Bunker household, balancing Archie's often gruff, bigoted, and abrasive nature with her kindness, patience, and moral compass. Her death created a profound shift in Archie's character, leaving him to navigate the world without her gentle influence. For the audience, watching Archie come to terms with Edith's passing was a transformative experience. The death of Edith brought out a more vulnerable side of Archie, showcasing his emotional depth in ways the show had not previously explored. Her absence forced Archie to confront his own prejudices and insecurities in a way that only such a significant loss could. It was a turning point for the character, allowing the writers to show growth in Archie as he learned to live without Edith's unconditional love and support. From a storytelling perspective, killing off Edith was also a bold and realistic decision that reflected the show's commitment to addressing real-life issues. All in the Family was known for tackling controversial and difficult topics such as racism, sexism, poverty, and the generational divide, and Edith's death added another layer of emotional complexity. In many ways, Edith's passing mirrored the realities faced by many older couples as they dealt with the loss of a long-term partner. The decision to depict such a painful and personal event was consistent with the show's unflinching approach to the complexities of life. In an era where many sitcoms avoided darker themes, the death of Edith was a stark reminder that All in the Family was more than just a comedy. It was a reflection of the human experience, with all its joys and sorrows. The show handled her death with sensitivity and grace, allowing viewers to grieve alongside Archie. The emotional weight of the storyline resonated with audiences, making it one of the most memorable and poignant moments in television history. Although the decision to kill off Edith was a difficult one, it also served to honor the legacy of both the character and Jean Stapleton's portrayal. Edith Bunker was a beloved figure in American television, known for her warmth, optimism, and unwavering loyalty to her family. Her unique combination of innocence and wisdom made her a fan favorite, and her passing left a lasting impact on the show's viewers. The loss of Edith was a significant cultural moment, as it marked the end of an era for All in the Family and signaled the changing landscape of television. While her absence was deeply felt, it also allowed the show to continue evolving and exploring new themes, particularly through Archie's journey of healing and personal growth. Ultimately, the decision to kill off Edith Bunker was motivated by a combination of Jean Stapleton's desire to move on, the narrative needs of the show, and the realism that All in the Family was known for. Edith's death not only provided a powerful emotional moment for viewers but also allowed for deeper character development and thematic exploration. It was a fitting, if heartbreaking, farewell to a character who had touched the hearts of millions, and it solidified Edith's place as one of television's most beloved and enduring figures. While Jean Stapleton was most famous for her role as Edith, her career extended far beyond All in the Family. After leaving the show, she continued to take on diverse roles in film, television, and theater. She appeared in productions like Damn Yankees and Arsenic and Old Lace, where she again demonstrated her comedic prowess and ability to inhabit eccentric characters. Stapleton also made guest appearances on popular TV shows, including Murphy Brown and Everybody Loves Raymond, where she showcased her range as an actress well into her later years. In addition to her work on stage and screen, Stapleton was deeply committed to humanitarian causes. She used her platform to advocate for social justice, much like her All in the Family character. Stapleton was a staunch feminist and supporter of women's rights, often speaking out on issues such as gender equality and reproductive rights. Her activism reflected the progressive values that All in the Family had championed, making Stapleton a role model not only for her acting talent but also for her commitment to social change. Jean Stapleton was married to William H. Putch, a theater director, from 1957 until his death in 1983. Together, they had 2 children, John and Pamela, both of whom followed their parents into the entertainment industry. Stapleton and Putch maintained a strong partnership both personally and professionally, as she frequently performed in productions directed by her husband at the Totem Pole Playhouse, a summer theater in Pennsylvania that Putch ran for over 30 years. Despite her fame, Stapleton was known for being down-to-earth and avoiding the trappings of Hollywood celebrity. She valued her privacy and lived a relatively quiet life outside of her professional commitments. Friends and colleagues often described her as humble, kind, and dedicated to her craft, qualities that contributed to the enduring respect she commanded within the entertainment industry. Jean Stapleton passed away on May 31, 2013, at the age of 90, leaving behind an incredible legacy. Her portrayal of Edith Bunker remains one of the most memorable in television history, and her body of work continues to inspire actors and audiences alike. Stapleton's contributions to television, theater, and social activism ensure that she will be remembered not just as a great actress, but as a trailblazer who used her platform to make a difference.